Hello everyone, my name is Bismark and I have with me here Mr. Ansah, who is going to talk more about the short and long-term effect of marijuana use. So first of all, Mr. Ansah, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And first of all, what is marijuana?
Marijuana is a plant certainly, and it's a green dried leaves and flowers of this plant, scientifically known as cannabis sativa. It's widely used by people in smoking. They put it, wrap it into a form that could be smoked like cigarette, and they smoke it for the sake of pleasure and getting high.
Okay, so is there any other methods or ways people use marijuana?
Yes, recently there has been studies that proves that marijuana has some medicinal purposes. And in this part of our world, um, there are no records of people using it for food, but there might be other places where marijuana is used as food. We are yet to confirm that.
Oh, okay. So, and I read an article, and marijuana contains about 400 different chemicals, and the main one was THC. Can you tell us more about THC?
Yes, you're right about that. Marijuana contains a lot of chemicals, and THC stands for delta 9 tetrahydrocannabinol. This is the chemical that affects the brain the most. So when one smokes marijuana, its effect on the brain is like any other drug. It plays tricks on how the brain functions. And this is one chemical that affects the motor functions of the brain. When I say motor functions, the things we do with our hands and our legs and the things we do with our eyes, those are the things that get affected by the use of marijuana, the effects on the brain. So it can affect your walking.
So THC is the dangerous chemical in marijuana, aside the 400 different chemicals.
It's dangerous to the brain in the sense that it affects the function, the normal function of the brain. We say it's dangerous because its effect on the brain can lead to a lot of harm.
So why do people get high when they use marijuana?
That is the nature of the chemical THC we're talking about. It's this chemical that makes people feel high and feel a sense of ecstasy. They feel good, like they belong in euphoria, in a world like they feel no pain and they just feel good. I don't smoke it, so I don't really know how it feels like. But
so from research, that's what you know.
That's what those who smoke it claim they feel like. Other substance abuse. Yeah.
Oh, so can you tell the dangers, the short and long-term effects of using marijuana?
Okay. Some of the dangers of using marijuana is basically basis on the effects of THC. Since it affects the motor senses of the brain, it is highly dangerous driving after smoking marijuana because it affects the people's reaction to incidents on the road. If someone stops all of a sudden in front of you, it's really hard being able to avoid hitting that person from the rear. So it affects people's judgment.
Okay.
And some of the short-term effects of using marijuana include inability to remember things that just happened. Something happens, I talk about it, and anyone will be like, what? When did that happen? It's like they are totally absent. So people also have, they tend to have bloodshot in their eyes. You see something maybe red in their eyes, like they were in a fight, and they get dry lips and dry throat. They tend to cough out a lot of phlegm, and these are all similar to people who use tobacco. those are just short-term effects. They tend to stink because their clothes are always smelling because of the smoke. Yeah. And on the long term, it affects the lungs, like smoking of any kind, whether tobacco or marijuana. It affects the lung and can result in lung cancer. People who smoke marijuana tend to have to be more susceptible to having a major heart disease. And if they already have, um, if they're already exposed, or if they have a minor heart issues, then it even aggravates their chances of suffering a major heart disease.
Okay, so does using marijuana depends on the body weight or height?
Well, I'm not really sure about that, but I do know that um, the effect of drugs on the body tend to diminish over time. So what I mean by that is, if I started using marijuana like 20 years ago, the effect I will get today will not be the same as when I started 10 years ago. Then it means I will have to take more of the drug to get the same result I had at the beginning. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So does marijuana users lose motivation in their daily activities?
Those are some of the short-term effects. So if I smoke marijuana and I'm feeling dizzy and I'm feeling giggly, I wouldn't have the motivation to go and work or play or study. So one it's something that affects the brain in a negative way. So it decapacitates the entire body.
So right now we're talking about the negative side effects. Right now. Can you talk more about the positive side of marijuana in case of the medical care?
Well, like I said early on, it's been proved that marijuana has some medicinal use, which um, I believe is still under studies. And I believe that as time goes on, we'll be able to identify some of the good uses of marijuana. But currently, the negative side effects of marijuana usage outweighs the positive sides. And when we're talking about the medicinal use, that is under control. It's being checked. Um, Pharmaceuticals, they know that you need maybe 2 tablets of this drug to help you overcome this disease or illness. But when you're smoking marijuana,